Alrighty. It's windy. Welcome back, or welcome to Train with me. With me. April. I'm looking at this osprey, making sure he's not trying to take a look at my pet ducks, and then moving along. All right. Tons of critters all over the boat. What are we getting into today? Today, my watch is beeping at me because my heart rate is too low, and that's okay. It's just the beautiful beeping sounds of a Garmin. It doesn't mean anything. It's not upset at you. It's just saying dee-doo-dee-doo. Means my heart rate is lower than what is programmed for the workout. And that is neither right nor wrong. It just is. So what I know is going to happen is if I keep paddling at this nice and easy intensity that I'm paddling at, and my husband was the last one to use this boat. I gotta fix some things. Should have done that before I started. All right, try this again. Oh, much better. Okay. What this means is, it's just that my heart rate's not there yet. If I keep paddling at this intensity right here, I know that eventually this Garmin thing is gonna stop beeping at me. What I don't want to do is go out really hard and really fast in an effort to make this watch stop beeping at me. Because if I do that, I'm gonna generate lactate, I'm gonna use the wrong energy systems, and I'm gonna screw everything up. So I'm just gonna enjoy my nice, relaxing 15-minute warm-up and let the watch do what it do. Just trying to get my heart rate from wherever it was before I started paddling slowly up to approximately what I want it to be during the on pieces. Headed straight for a turtle. Move, turtle, move! Okay, you move. It's a Carolina cooter in my way. Look it up, it's a real turtle. I'm not being funny. Okay, so today's workout. And my watch beeped, but I'm right where I need to be. See, just like how I knew it would. Today's workout, super simple. 5 by 8 minute pieces. Aerobic technique. I'm paddling the 5V1 today. This is a rudderless. So you'll notice my technique's gonna be a little different. I'm gonna hold longer in the back and hold my steering stroke. So I give the boat time to go straight. And I'm gonna try to not create too much drag when I'm doing that too. But what I try to do and what I actually accomplish are two different things sometimes. But that's okay. Right now my watch is beeping at me because my heart rate is too low. by 1 beat per minute. Just know that your watch is that particular. So it can take a chill pill and you can ignore it. Paddles upwind first because I'm still a fan of my delusion that it's going to be downwind when I turn around and come back. Somehow, no matter what way I go, I tend to paddle upwind both ways. You know, in my day, I used to paddle upwind both ways for my workouts. This Mother Nature just really wants me to succeed. So she gives me extra credit by shifting the wind almost every time I turn around. All right, 8 minutes left in this warm-up. My heart rate into the zone. Just focus on perfect technique with quiet entry. I'm not trying to hear any part of my stroke. So, if you hear, listen, that, you guys hear that? You're doing it wrong. Do you hear this? No, you don't. So you're hearing sound coming from your catch, from the power phase, and even from the back here, like that. You hear that? No, there's a boat, you couldn't hear that. You hear this? It's bad stroke, bad stroke, bad stroke. And if I'm steering, you make a lot of noise back there too. No power, a lot of noise. All my energy is being lost. It's going out into the universe as sound. It's not going into forward momentum on my boat. And I'm working on being very long in the water. Oops. Sorry. When I see an animal, I have to like say what it is out loud. And if you don't, I think you're weird. Osprey, turtle, goose. It makes me happy. So in working on technique, trying to maximize my time in the water and my patience. So in this warm-up, I'm just gonna hit catch, 2, 3, catch, 2, 3, catch, 2, 3, catch, 2, 3. Every once in a while, I'm just gonna count like that to myself. Catch, 2, 3, 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 catch, 2, 3. Catch, 2, 3, catch, 2, Sorry you guys had to see me give stink eye. That family. I probably looked really mean right there for a second. I don't think they saw me or the geese, but that's our constant fear as paddlers, isn't it? Especially, oh, the silver boat. I feel like it just blends in so beautifully to the surface of the water here. Let my heart rate come down after the mild fear of being run over. Catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3. What I'm feeling here, I'm feeling on that catch, which is set, heavy, heavy, heavy with your top arm, heavy with the bottom arm. 2 on the number 2. So catch 2. When I say 2, I'm actually sitting up like on a rowing machine in the gym. Like you're pulling, right? So after I catch and I grab the water, I'm working really hard to hold that pressure consistent. I don't want it heavier or lighter as I pull through my 2 count. I'm gonna catch 2. Catch 2, and on 2 I'm really opening the big muscle, right? That's that deadlift right there. On 2, catch 2, catch 2, catch 2, catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3. On 3, I'm letting the boat run. We can worry about not letting the boat run later when we're in our build phase of training. But right now we're in our base phase, so don't worry about it. That's a worry for another day. On 3, because I'm in the V1, that's where I'm taking my opportunity to steer the boat. So I'm getting way a little further back than I would in my OC1, where I have a nice rudder. And I'm letting the boat glide in between strokes. Yes, although I'm trying to maximize my speed, I'm also trying to keep my heart rate down. My heart rate keeps now flashing that it's too high, because even though this boat has seen me now and I know they're here, they're tubing. I don't know why tubing behind the pontoon boat isn't an Olympic sport, because it's very hard, very scary. Okay, heart rate's coming down. Catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3. So I grab, pull, steer, grab, pull, steer, grab, hold, steer, grab, hold, steer. And if I'm not in my V1 and I'm in my OC1, then there is no steer on that 3. On that 3 count, like I said, I'm just gonna let the boat glide. Catch 2, 3, catch 2, catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3. It's a waltz. Catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3. Head up, chest up, shoulders back, roll forward in my sit bones, back kittied. Oh my goodness, guys. I'm so thrilled with how much everybody liked Back Kitty. Does my heart good. Oh, hold on. Heron. Sorry, I have to say the animal when I see it. All right, it's counting down for our first 8-minute piece. The goal of today, I'm just gonna lengthen out my stroke, keep that waltz, catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3. And I'm just applying a little bit more power than I was in the warm-up. So I'm just making it heavier, heavier. Catch 2, catch 2, catch 2, catch 2, catch 2. Keeping my posture, trying to make it head, long, strong. I made it into my zone. I am not used to the high gunnels on this boat as I beat it half to death. Sorry, boat. All right, I can already feel it, right? Like I'm going heavy and my heart rate wants to creep up. It's creeping. If I keep my stroke rate low, I'll keep that heart rate in check. I'm also going to take those deep exhales. Deep exhales. We're doing too good of a job keeping that heart rate low, right? So I'm dumping carbon dioxide. In an attempt to keep my heart rate low so I don't have to slow down to get my heart rate into zone. What's my stroke rate right now? I don't know. It is somewhere around 40. Perfect. Because it's heavy. Again, we can change the rate later. And we will. Probably I need to be heavier. Catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3. Strong. Some neighbors enjoying their music. They're listening to Friends in Low Places. Now, if you guys could imagine 8-year-old me in South Carolina at a place called Wild Water, is it Wild Water and Wings or Waves or something? Singing Friends in Low Places to about 800 people in a wave pool, karaoke on stage. Yeah, I did that. I knew how to pick a song the crowd would like, though. That's the secret. You don't actually have to be good at singing. Catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3. So eventually you're gonna find what pressure you can consistently hold across an entire 8-minute piece. And that doesn't get your heart rate to like absolutely skyrocket. Where you can control things with your breath. And our next phase, we'll change the stroke rate on these to generate a little bit more speed. But right now, we just want to maximize one dimension. The body likes it when we adapt. We give it one thing at a time to adapt to. We don't want to adapt. We don't want to give it stroke rate and pressure and timing and lactate. Like, we don't want to give it 20 things. We do that all friggin' day with our jobs and our lives. We wonder while we're all burnout. I invite you in your training to just try. Try giving your body and your mind one thing at a time to fully absorb, to fully adapt to, before moving on to the next thing. And right now, it's making sure it's keeping myself honest. I'm keeping my heart rate in zone. If my heart rate drops, it means I'm losing power. So I gotta keep my power consistent. Too much power, my heart rate will go too high. Too little power, my heart rate will go too low. The perfect Goldilocks amount of power that I can hold steady, like a machine, for about 8 minutes. Catch 2, 3. Catch 2, 3. Catch 2, 3. Catch 2, 3. Catch 2. Catch 2, 3. Catch 2. Catch 2, 3. Catch 2, 3. Catch 2. Catch 2. Catch 2. Catch 2. Catch 2. Catch 2. Long 2, 3. Strong 2, 3. Waltz 2, 3. Catch 2. It's gonna feel longer than the 4-minute pieces. Twice as long, to be precise. Oh. Ah, how lovely. Rest for 2 minutes. Don't mind if I do. April, what do I do? Do I stop? Do I keep paddling? What do I do? What do you feel like doing? Do it. I feel like taking a drink. So I'm gonna stop and take a drink. I'm thirsty. It's hot. I'm going to. I love water. Okay, I'm going to splash myself because it's hot. Oh, should have brought a hat and sunglasses. But I am running around like a chicken with my dang head cut off today. You can probably tell. By the way, I was talking when we started this video. It's got that monkey mind, right? Like stuck in that sympathetic kind of overload, right? Just you're flipping. Yeah, like my brain is even flipping. Oh. Sorry. I'm not talking to myself, but I am. Okay, there's a guy on a paddleboard. I'm talking to the camera, but it looks like I'm talking to myself. Okay.
We all do it.
Good. All right. It's good. If anybody thought I was crazy, it is now confirmed. All right. So we got that monkey mind going on. like that flipping, right? Where you're bringing that over from work or maybe your phone or whatever it is. Oh, time to go. And go. And I can already feel it start to melt away, right? And it's literally, it's not psychological. I guess it is, right? But it's biochemical. As I focus on one thing, my power, right? Catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3. Holding my pressure strong and steady, lengthening out, and trying to dial it in like in a machine, right? Like trying to make every single stroke the same as the last. Not heavier, not lighter. That very focus. It's what yoga talks about, right? The union between the brain and the body. So my mind is focused on my cadence and on recruiting the exact same number of muscle fibers in every single stroke. And that consistency, that organization, that starts to quiet my mind. That and the fact that I haven't seen an animal for the last 3 or 4 minutes to call out. But there was a guy on a paddleboard who thinks I am batshit crazy. Good thing I don't care. Too old to care. 20-year-old me, mortified. 40-year-old me, hi, I'm a crazy person. Nice to meet you. You're probably crazy too. Did you hear that? So these gun holes are so high. They're higher than my 3X Fi as well. A little higher. I like them. But they up high. Catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3. Oh man. Hope that guy didn't want to be social or anything. Catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3. Catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3, catch 2. Not in zone. What do I do? I'm just gonna lengthen it out and try to find a little bit more grab. If I was in the gym, I would just add a little bit of weight to the bar, right? If I was holding a 15-pound weight and doing my reps and I wasn't hitting the heart rate I needed to hit, pick up the 20-pound weight, put that 15-pound weight down. So just grab, push harder. The boat moves faster. Well, dang, I must have picked up a 30-pound weight then. All right, I'm back in zone. Catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3. Common things to watch out for. If you're saying, but April, I can't hold that pressure that keeps my heart rate in zone for 8 minutes. My muscles are giving out. It's okay. That means that your engine, your cardiovascular fitness, is likely superior to your muscular fitness. So, download the Maximum Strength module from the training plan library at paddletraining.com in the Punk Paddlers group training space. I'm getting better at this, huh? And make sure you might need to add more than 2 or 3 strength sessions per week. If you can't generate the power your muscles are giving out, you might need to add more strength. You might drop if scheduling is a problem and time management. Osprey. If time management and scheduling is an issue, your unique programming might entail dropping a paddle session in favor of doing a strength session so that you can better execute the workouts. You might not do it the same way next year. You might generate enough strength that you go back to the original programming. You don't know. I don't know. You won't know till you do it and you find out. Other things you need to be mindful of if you're not able to hold that power consistently, so that you're challenging that heart rate. Did you eat enough today? Because if you're in a huge caloric deficit, your muscles aren't going to want to give you that consistent power. You running around like a chicken with your head cut off? I ate lunch despite being said chicken. I had a nice leftover stir fry with local beef, local green beans from my local farm, store-bought cheese. It's okay. What else was in there? Rice, also not locally grown, but delicious. I like rice. I do eat a lot of rice. I must be doing something right because my watch hasn't beeped at me in a while. Oh no, there's another guy on a paddleboard. Totally different guy. Totally different paddleboard. Oh man. Everybody's gonna think I'm crazy. Good to know, good to know. Good. Here comes that crazy chick talking to herself the whole time she's paddling. I do this for your benefit, you know. You're welcome. In the name of training and coaching, I allow everyone here in Hyco Lake to think I'm crazy. Catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3. In a weird twist of fate, my off pieces are always next to the human beings on paddleboards. Universe. What do we do in our off pieces? You can keep paddling away from the humans that might think I'm crazy. Now I'm gonna drink water because I love water. All right. So yeah, back to that troubleshooting thought, right? So if you're not able to hold that consistent output, that consistent pressure, did you eat enough today? Being in a caloric deficit is going to impede your body's ability and your mind's willingness to expend that energy, to put out that power, to put out that effort. Hydration. Hydration is the everything, your cells, your tissues, everything you're doing, all those muscular contractions that we're asking our body to do, that power we're asking it to do. If you're dehydrated, you're not gonna get the right amount of like metabolic activity. Metabolism is going to slow, and therefore your ATP, your ability to generate ATP, is going to be diminished. electrolytes in said water, so electrolyte balance. So not just the water itself, increasing your blood volume, and go. Catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3. Not just the water, but the electrolytes. Our body's sodium potassium pump is literally what's carrying those raw materials across cell membranes. It's what's creating those electrochemical gradients that's enabling your muscles to fire in sequence. It's enabling them to apply that catch to, that power. So if you're not well fed, if you are not well hydrated, if you do not have sufficient electrolytes, you are not going to be able, like I said, be the machine, right? You're going to be a pretty shitty machine. If you ain't got no fuel, no gas, no oil, no windshield wiper fluid, Jesus. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. And I don't know how to make that bold and underlined and italics and white and pink and orange highlights. Please take care of yourself, or else none of this is gonna work. I tried that for many years. Conclusion, it doesn't work. Catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3. Did a race this Saturday. Oh, it was lovely. I didn't win. It was so nice. Because I'm not trying to blow up. But yeah, the cadence for racing is definitely different. It's more, it's faster, right? Like it's not, it doesn't end up being much different in proportion, time in the water to time in the air, but it is definitely quicker. And I kind of find myself settling into that, more of that pace, which is hard, right? If you've been training, like I just did it one day and I'm already like spazzing out, hitting the wrong cadence, hitting the wrong stroke rate than I want to. So if that one race messes me up, then you better believe if you've been training a certain way for a very long period of time, it's going to be even harder to try to do that. Catch 2, 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 catch 2. Yeah, that went, just that focus alone. I don't have my heads up display right now, I need it though. Just that. Catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3. Slowing it down, finding the pressure, lengthening it out. I went from a 9:45 to a 9:30. Catch 2, 3. 9:25. Catch 2, 3. Catch 2, 3. No wind back here. buzzard. I like it when I see the eagles. That's fun. We get a lot of bald eagles out here. They're fun. Although beautiful, they make me nervous for my pet ducks. Oh, I have exceeded my zone. I'm not gonna slow down. But I'm gonna get my breathing in check. Get it? Actually, I need to turn around. I have a phone call that I need to go to. Another house for sale over there. Everybody's selling their houses. Because there's this crazy bitch that paddles around the lake talking to herself. You laugh, but it's true. I've seen her. So I'm doing a big C stroke to turn. Pulling in, pushing out. 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 Push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull. Straightening out. Situate my butt. Back, kitty. Well, it takes about one stroke to stop that yaw after the turn. So if you're in a V1, I just kind of do one like bonk. So I just pull one quick time. Now I'm sending myself careening off that way, trying to display what I want to do. Just takes one stroke to stop that spin that you generated from that turn. Catch, 2, 3, catch, 2, 3, catch, 2, 3, catch, 2, 3. Sleep is the other one. April, I can't hold my power consistent. I'm doing my strength work. I can deadlift a gazillion pounds. I'm eating a gazillion calories. I'm still not. Quality of calories too, by the way. Clean, as close to nature as you can get, as you can afford. Sleep. And the uncanny ability of things like stimulants, like coffee. I love coffee. To mask fatigue. So make sure that you're getting adequate sleep. So if you're going out every workout, and every workout just feels like this absolute chore, like this absolute thing that you've gotta gut out, sleep might be on the list as well. So we don't know. Every body is unique. They all have different needs, different levels. As always, I recommend highly keeping a training journal. Oftentimes, it will reveal things you might not even notice. You can keep a digital version. You can keep your notes in Training Peaks and export them and pop them into one of the AI tools that's blowing up the stock market, and have it analyzed for patterns, right, that you might not even see yourself. It's making my job as coach obsolete. No, it's not. I'm not obsolete. I can just help other people with other things when you can upload your own training journals to AI and search for things. That actually helps me. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, back to my speed. Where was I? Okay, I'm trying to keep the pace identical to the last 3 pieces. We've done 3 8-minute pieces. I'm trying to target a heart rate where I can hold my speed consistent across every single one of my 5 8-minute pieces. A little slow. That was an 840. There it is. Back to speed. Catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3, catch 2. And if I suspect at any time that Mother Nature is giving me a little push with the wind, I need to be honest with myself. I need to push a little harder. If I think I'm getting a push and my heart rate's a little low, and my speed's the same as it was coming this way, then I'm gonna push my heart rate to where it was when I was coming this way. See what happens to my speed. It's different in these little nooks and crannies and coves. It's still rated like a... It's harder going this way. I told you I paddle upwind both ways. Dang it. It doesn't feel so upwind right now. So, the wind's in my face. Back in my day, official. I'm going upwind. It's a light wind, but it's a wind. It's kind of more of a quartering wind, which messes with your steering on my speed. I thought was going to be faster going this way. Currently is not. And when I try to make the speed match what it was going the other way, my heart rate comes out of zone. What's the world to do? Do we let the ego reign supreme and say, no, I can hold the speed, and let the heart rate come out of zone? Dee-doo-dee-doo-dee. Or do I accept defeat? Neither. I'm in zone. I'm gonna see if I can change. It's already too high again. I'm gonna change my power. I want to try to accomplish both. Can I change my stroke in such a way that I hit the speed that I want to hit and hit the speed that I want to hit? There's a dog, I mean. And that I'm in the correct zone. It's possible. Catch 2, 3. catched, catched, catched. Now, catched, catched. So it actually feels like the wind's slightly, oh man, I said that. I was like, I feel like the wind's slightly at my back. I looked at my dang speed, it was so bad. Oh. Catch 2, 3, 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 catch 2, 3. Alright, I'm at a 9:30. I'm happy, I guess. What's my heart rate? Out of zone. Slow it down, April. I don't want to generate lactate. Trains the wrong system. It's definitely not what I thought. I thought I was going to have better paces going this way, for sure. It's like I said, I started out going upwind. The wind has since completely died, as is tradition. And at times is slightly in my face, as is tradition. Yeah, man. I'm out of my zone. I'm back in. Barely, by the skin of my teeth. And the wind is in my face. Okay, yeah. Alright. Quit complaining about it now. Upwind both ways. I've documented it in this video. I thought I was cruising at a good speed going the other way, man. I thought it was too good to be true. Because it was 9:30 at 144 beats per minute. That was pretty good. Not gonna stop trying though. Still, I can't. Still locking me in at about a 10:15. So I'm hitting about a 10-15 minute mile, and I was going about a 9:45, 9:30 going the other way. So I'm at about like a 9:50 to a 10 minute per mile pace average across the two directions. So that was 4. I've only got 1 more left. These workouts aren't, does it tell me? Yeah, 4 of 5. These workouts should not, they're not hard, right? Like they're not. How do you know these workouts are working if they're not hard? You know, I've said this before and I'll say it again. You'll notice I run out of things to talk about on these videos, so I'm gonna start repeating myself. But it's okay. Important stuff bears repeating. The body's gonna be building after these aerobic sessions. If you're in a state where you're building and you're not breaking down, you're really tired of you breaking down, but when the body wants to build new parts, it's gonna be hungry and sleepy. It's like a little toddler. Feed it. Take a nap. All right, get ready for the last piece. paddling easy, taking it chill, resetting like my hips, resetting my posture, resetting my butt, and hit it. Catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3. Bring my power up, 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 and then I'm where I need to be. Hit 2, 3, 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 hit 2, 3. I want to know my speed. Okay. Now it's 9:30. I'm so confused. There's no wind right here. Hit 2, 3, 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 hit 2, 3. 9-minute mile? What? To be sure, there's just, I think there's a little spot of fast water here. I'm kind of used to it. Makes me feel good about myself, but I know it's limited. Hit 2, 3, 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 hit 2, 3. When I'm saying hit, I'm really focusing on pushing down with that top arm, but not just my top arm. Yes, I feel it in my top arm, but I'm squeezing my core. I feel it supported all the way in my feet, in my hamstrings. It's fun. It's nice. Definitely lights up my little deltoid attachments right here for steering. Back into the wind. Doesn't look like a lot of wind, I know, from the camera. Back in my zone. Let me get in my zone. Don't let me get in my zone. Yeah, upwind, I'm struggling to hold above a 10-minute mile at the current effort, at the current heart rate target. You know, sometimes I think I'm joking about paddling upwind both ways, but now that I'm doing it, and I know I was upwind at the beginning of this video. It's like, you see my hair blowing? Blowing me all around. Now that I have photo documentation, video documentation, I feel vindicated. I feel like I could take Mother Nature to court and be like, yo, bitch, why are you always doing this to me? No, That's not how it is. It's thank you, Mother Nature, for the added training stimulus of always paddling upwind. Every single time, every single direction. I appreciate your contribution to my athletic development, and I am eternally grateful. I mean, because what are the odds that you always get to paddle upwind both ways? Maybe I should buy a lottery ticket. $9.45, quite lovely. Catch 2, 3, 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 catch 2, catch 2, 3, catch 2, 3. If you're doing your waltz, make sure when you switch sides, you are not slowing your cadence or slowing your count. You get a lot of questions about drills for switching sides. I mean, you switch sides plenty of times every single time you're out. Consider every single switch an opportunity to practice. So if you're counting, catch 2, 3, hit 2, 3, hit 2, 3, hit 2, 3, hit 2, 3, hut 3, not ready. Hold 2, 3, hit 2, 3, hit 2, 3, hit 2, 3. I wasn't ready because my boat's turning. I didn't want to switch sides. Some of that wind's got my tail. Yeah, but I go hit 2, 3, 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 hit 2, 3. See, I'm not changing my cadence. I'm not changing my count. I'm not slowing it down at all when I get to that switch. So go ahead and give yourself a little count. And what's my pace? What does it say? Average pace for that piece was 9:49. That's pretty good. A couple sections upwind. That's why I love Training Peaks, because this workout was automatically pushed straight to the watch. When it sinks, it automatically syncs up and matches to the workout in Training Peaks. So the structured workout will be there when I get home. And then it'll already have those 8-minute repeats called out, and it'll tell me my minimum, maximum, and average heart rate and speed for each 8-minute piece. So I don't have to go like searching or highlighting, and I can look very quickly and see that across all 5 8-minute pieces, was I holding a decently consistent effort. You could also very quickly see that if the speeds are drastically different, one direction versus the other, then yeah, you probably had some current or some wind. Oh man, I'm back to the Valley of Tubing. Here comes a boat now. Yay! So I paddle through the Valley of Tubing. I fear every boat propeller. Stay away. All right, I'm in my 2-minute off. Gotta drink my water. And that's just beeping for my cool down. We're done here. Cool down, 15 minutes. What time is it? I said, okay, I'm gonna make it. I'm 20 minutes away from my phone call. There's only 15 minutes left in the workout. Guys, I'm totally gonna make it. I'm so glad that when I talk to some of you guys on the phone, video calls, you guys can't smell me. It's good. It's good. Definitely looks like I've been paddling now. So my watch is gonna yell at me the entire time. Have a do as I say, not as I do moment. My watch is mad. It wants me to lower my heart rate for my cool down. And I'm doing it all wrong because I should have just gotten up from my desk and started my paddle 10 minutes earlier, right? Could I not have sacrificed that just 5 to 10 minutes so that I didn't have to rush back? Yeah, I could have, and I didn't. Oh, sometimes when you're looking for those fractional gains and breaking through to that next level of your training, I'm gonna be honest, sometimes it's that simple. It's just how you're executing your cool down, how you're executing your warm up, right? Because just the knowledge that I am facing down a boat, the knowledge that I am in a hurry, like the feeling of me being late or getting where I need to be, like that is instantly putting me in that sympathetic state, that fight or flight, right? I am fleeing to get home. I was like, gotta get back for my phone call. I am fighting to make sure that I'm back before 4 o'clock, before that phone call starts, right? Even if I stay calm, it's different. I am definitely upwind, guys. Definitely upwind right now. I'm just not letting that one go. I thought for sure I would be downwind right now and I'd be like tootling my cool down in no sort of hurry because I'd be like, oh, I'm paddling downwind, a nice little push, making great time, gonna make my phone call, no worries. No. Because I paddle upwind both ways, and now I feel like I'm just slightly in a hurry. And if I handle this wrong, I could screw up my whole workout, right? I could undo all the benefits that I did in those 5-minute, 8-minute pieces just by like blowing up and freaking out and panicking and paddling too fast back home. Oh, yes, I could. Oh, yes, I could. So look at my heart rate. Look at my speed. It's okay. But it's not so much about what the heart rate is, but how I feel about it. At 142, still panic. heard about the milkshake study, right? I think I've mentioned it before, but like I said, if you watch these videos long enough, I'm gonna run out of crap to talk about, so I'm gonna repeat myself. But they fed the people the milkshake, and they had their control group. They just got a milkshake, and then the one group was told milkshake was delicious and nutritious and had micronutrients and was like the secret elixir to life and made them live longer and was ultra super duper healthy. And the other people were told it was full of fat and preservatives and crud and just bad for you milkshake. It's the same dang milkshake. And the people who believed it was the healthy milkshake, their bodies used it as fuel and built new parts. And the people who thought it was bad, I don't know how they tested that, but their bodies handled it like it was bad. Made them fat, I guess. I don't know. So, I don't even know what was really in the milkshake. I need to double check that study. Was it a good milkshake or was it a bad milkshake? That being said, I make bad cookies all the time, and I eat those. And you know what I tell myself? I sit on my couch and I dunk my warm chocolate chip cookie made with butter, full fat butter and sugar and flour, white flour, and chocolate chips with more sugar. And I dunk that warm chocolate chip cookie into my fresh, full fat milk, and I eat it and I go, athlete fuel. Just so you know. I love cookies. They're so yummy. Chocolate chip, chewy, not crunchy. Warm, not cold. Heat them up in the toaster oven every time. Whole glass of milk, full fat, organic. Locally acquired. I don't have any cookies at the house right now, and I don't have time to make them when I get back either, so I have a phone call. All that to say, life's short, man. Eat the cookie. Enjoy the cookie. Don't beat yourself up about the cookie. Now, if you don't touch a salad, only eat the cookies, then yeah, we gotta have a talk. I once had a coach tell me that I could eat anything I wanted after I ate the things that were on my nutrition plan for the day. So I had spaghetti, squash, there's a little bump right there, I'm gonna catch it. Spaghetti squash and big taco salads. There's a bunch of just raw, fresh, organic food. It's very difficult to eat it all. A lot of calories, a lot of fiber, a lot of nutrients. Very difficult to eat that quantity of food when it's clean. And man, if you eat the amount you need to eat as an athlete in clean, natural food, man, I'm gonna tell you, you ain't got room for no dang cookies. It is very rare that I feel like I can eat one more bite. I'm so disgustingly full of salads and spaghetti squash with turkey meatballs and dude, 2 cups of spaghetti squash in the recipe. It's a lot, man. I'm not gonna lie. So much food. All that to say, I only want to eat 1 cookie, but I was told I could, as long as I eat everything else first. Incidentally, that is what I tell my toddler. You can eat all the cookies you want. If you eat the food that I tell you you have to eat the day first. And at 2 years old, that's not going over great, I'll be honest. 2.5. Now he doesn't eat a lot of cookies either. Gave him chocolate yesterday, and he like just held it in his hand for like 30 minutes. Suffice to say, it melted before he ever ate it. He didn't seem concerned. Everything in my house is now covered in chocolate. Good thing I don't like nice things. Alright guys, thanks for joining me. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening to my rambling monkey mind off the start. Like I said, and hopefully you too, even if your workout starts with bird, turtle, squirrel, animal, even if you start a little scattered and all over the place, hopefully the focus on keeping the effort consistent, on keeping the breath and the heart rate consistent, fully focusing on that union, Juj, the yoga, the union between the mind and the body, and getting those two synced up and recalibrated. Hopefully, just doing that for 8 minutes at a time calms the brain, calms the nervous system, and provides you that little bit of clarity and that special me time that we all need each day. Thank you for being here again, and thank you for taking that time for yourself. Acknowledge yourself. Doesn't matter if you don't feel like anything's working yet. Just know that it is. That's how it happens. It's like the great gray Hinyan bamboo. I think I'm saying that name right. I don't know. It grows underground, sending out rhizomes for years and years, and you see nothing on the surface. And then a couple of years in, boom! You just got this giant forest of bamboo just popping out of the ground like, whoa, where'd that come from? You and your athletic pursuit are like that giant bamboo. Edible. No. That bamboo species is edible. Just so you know. Fun fact. Watch out for the lions. They want to eat you. Okay. Thanks for being here. Is this gonna beep yet? I'm gonna make it to this phone call, ding dang it. I'm totally making it. You got 1 minute and 20 seconds left to listening to me babble. Finish your workout. Go check my ducks, because that osprey right there is feeding her babies, doing her job, doing a great job. My ducks are bigger than them now, so I still might eat them. They're really hungry. It's like the bamboo. Edible. Our ducks are pets for eggs. They are not for eating. They're for paddling with and swimming with. They're very fun. They're very friendly. They marched over to the Airbnb the other day and swam with the guests. And to go corral them. I was like, excuse me, are my ducks crashing your vacation? They like little girls splashing in the water, because all my ducks are girls. They like hanging out with the ladies. They're named after the Golden Girls, just if you wanted to know. There's 4 of them. Dorothy's the tall one. Blanche is the pretty one. Rose is the stupid one. And Sophia's the little spicy one. All right, guys. I'm pretty much back. Thanks for being here. See you next time.